So I think I got some of my Stream Deck buttons working again. I guess we'll find out along the way. Like, does this work? It does! Yay, okay. Not everything is back working again, but... And I've got a raid while I'm still... Hi, peeps! Hi! Welcome in, raiders! It is like late o'clock for you, young lady. I don't even have my headphones on yet. You guys are so fast to get in here.
Lyarrah is streaming right now. Lyarrah is streaming right now.
Thank you for that. Much appreciated, Purely Kim. Alright. Oh, the only thing that I didn't do is set my music up properly. Or set up my, any way to automatically change over to it. So we're just gonna manually do that part. No worries, NJ. Alright, let's actually, you know, hit the button. Hopefully, hey, yes, okay, Stream Deck is working again properly. It's been at like 1/3 capacity for a while here. Oh, but hi, welcome. Yes, definitely go sleep. Yeah, Dad Craft's gonna be done in about 10 minutes here too. But no, definitely go sleep. I just realized I have no idea where I'm logging in at. And it might be spoilers, so... Y'all gonna stare at my face for a second so that it's only like minor spoilers, if so? No, I like this song a lot too. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. My face is big because I wasn't sure if I was going to be logging in at spoilers or not. I wasn't. Okay. I forgot that I left the spoilers in favor of terrorizing Sloy because he kept dying. And I showed up and was like, you are taking a Sparrow Archer from me, whether you like it or not. But yes, sleep well, NJ. Love you so much. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in to all you raiders. Hello, hello. Let me get into some daytime, and I will properly introduce myself to anybody who may not know me yet. Mark. Oh, that reminds me, I have that covered up. Okay, that's better. Now I can see things. I thought my glass platform up there was a phantom. Alright, let's pop on into my base here. Snoozy. And then say hi to all your raiders. So yeah, hello. Welcome. I never actually said hello, internet. We are live. Yeah, I'm Lyarrah. We are right now on truly Bedrock, which is, as the name implies, a Bedrock edition content creator SMP. This is the basement of my base. There is no base to go with it yet, but we are not here to work on that today. We are here to kidnap a little bit more prismarine real quick. Good, I do have more. and then to head back over to the aquarium because I've decided that I'm just going to do the whole thing on stream at this stage. I'm doing, like, it's still going to feature in my next episode somewhat. And I'm still going to give some progress updates in between. So I did record one today. But at this stage, I want to get my episodes back to here ASAP since I've got Maury set up to actually do this stuff now. So, music's too loud? Okay, let's fix that. Hopefully that's better. I know it was like way too quiet yesterday, so. Thank you both for letting me know on that. I think Windows Media Player is just being temperamental. That might still be a little loud given how loud this song gets. Okay, but yeah. We are gonna head on our butts on over there. The other thing that I wanted actually was some glowstone because I figured out the glowstone was gonna look the best mixed into the exhibits as far as kind of blending in with the sand and the coral. Oh, and right, I was going to get more rockets too. That was the other thing I wanted. Okay, that should be everything to head back over to yeah, should be everything to head back over there other than more food. So actually I think we'll float over to the villagers real quick. Can we not? There we go. Posture check. Thank you. Oh, right. We said we were coming over here to get a little bit of stuff. Oh, hey, I have more cyan terracotta in there. I see your request from Mom Advisor. Let me get some food and then I will answer that. Mark, why did you have that much coffee? Why did you have that much coffee? There is no crashing from that much coffee. You just have to live with the suffering of what you've done. I'm only half kidding. I do have more carrots in here. Well, let's take those. Let's put the extras in here, which apparently I already had some in there. And actually, I'm wondering if I'm still stocked up over at the shopping district. Right, I got it represents the amount of coffee. True. True. No, no, it's not a helpful response. I've been awake about 20 minutes at this stage. So I am still learning to brain again for the day. That, and I'm still coping with some weird stuff that happened earlier today on the server. Out that away. But y'all will have to wait till Friday to find out what that was. Oh! Blame's like, no, it had nothing to do with any of it. Okay, Okay, let's blame Zug. That's fair. Blame Zug for things. Now I'm trying to think how... I'm trying to think if the chain of things actually means you should blame Zug on that one in a roundabout way, but I don't think so. I got really happy for a second thinking that maybe it was a chain that caused that. Oh my god. Hang on, I need... Hang on. At the risk of the game deciding to do the thing, I am going to send Zoe a screenshot of that conversation. Okay. Anyway, continuing. It's a walk kind of day. I don't feel like trying to jump. Oh, I do feel like putting my wrist pad back though. I moved it to eat earlier. Okay. Actual responses for Mark's question besides just don't drink that much coffee. Just find something to chill to. Find something that you can zone out listening to or watching. Might be me tonight because I think I'm gonna be kind of chill for a while here, but you know, could be a game or something. Okay, somehow my game sounds are super quiet compared to... Okay, I think that's what happened here. Hang on. No, that's still... What? Music, why are you like this? We'll just turn that up. Yeah, melatonin might be a good idea. It's still early enough that you can get up on time tomorrow, even with that. I think my view distance is still way up too. No, it's back down to normal. What are we blaming you for now? What's going on? What are we blaming you for? I think I want to extend both those tracks out to here, like do one more set of them real quick, because that's been bothering me ever since. So let's fix that. And then let's get back to the basement. I also have the diamonds that I picked up from the carrot shop. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna even sell next season. I have no idea what I want to sell next season. I need more iron bars. I don't need the door. Okay. Yeah, nothing tonight, please. I am still waking up. I am very much still waking up. Don't do that to me. No, I jumped straight into stream after waking up just because it's one of those days. Haven't seen that for a while. Dadcraft fell from a high place. Dadcraft fell from a high place. There we go. I do still have some more of this in stair form. Yay! Yeah, melatonin's probably good for our DMARC, and then just like generally speaking, like, being like, yo, why did this jazz me up this much? Like, was it worth being conscious like this for? Yeah, I think I'm going to prefer this out. That one more. I think that's enough. I haven't been a long time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Citrus. That's been... What a mess. That has been such a mess. I saw... Like, I have no idea what to do. Apparently he's doing the launch of faith, not the leap of faith today. So that's entertaining. Oh, DC. That's our dadcraft. I don't think he's got very good faith. He's launching out of the whale or something, or maybe he's launched someplace else. But the whale exists, and the whale is adorable. I like the whale. We'll go look at it in a minute here. I will finish placing these real quick first, and then we will go look at it. Because really, it is adorable. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think I feel better about that being pulled that far out. It's not an ideal solution, but it's good. It's definitely good. Fast check. Thank you, Muffin. Can I? Yes. Yes, I can. Oops. No. Oh, wait, no. That probably was correct, and I just can't tell from this angle. And there. Cool. Hey! How's it going, Kiwi? Planting pickles? We got pickles on us. We can do that. I'm gonna go gawk at Dadcraft for a second. Yeah, he set up a landing platform, it looks like. I still haven't tried it. Hey! Welcome, DC. Welcome, Raiders. I was just coming over to see what you were up to on this. So that's entertaining timing. Oh, apparently. Okay, that explains everything somehow. Apparently Windows Media Player just decided that even though I had the sound at 7, it was going to be clear down at, or clear up at like 50 effectively, because that's still at the same volume it said it was a second ago. Anyway, Hey, welcome Raiders. We've been fighting with the with my uh music audio the whole evening. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Hi. I'm Lyarrah. I play on the same server there as Dadcraft. In fact, I think I am just a few feet from where he was a minute ago. I was coming over to see what on earth he was doing over here. Shay! Thank you for the 25. That is indeed something to blame y'all for. But hey, you know, we'll call that you covering the duplicate shirt that I bought yesterday, because I found another of my signature shirt online finally. It's like from 7-8 years ago, and it's been so hard to find, and I found one. So but yeah, no. Oh, you were over at your base for it. Okay, then never mind. Yeah, I just assumed that was where you'd been. I have not tried to do the whale yet because it didn't do anything for Jessie when she tried when I was over here with her. So I was like, I'm gonna wait and watch his episode on it or something and figure it out. Thank you so much, Shay. Yeah, we can ride the whale. We can ride the whale real quick. Why not? We'll take back out those 2 diamonds that we got from the, from sales today. Ah, that's why she wasn't going anywhere. Okay. Well, we'll put those in there, and that actually does create enough inventory space for me to take off my armor. I'm keeping my, I can't take my... We have to relog because I can't take my boots off. Oh my gosh, Shade, you have been up way too long. Way too long. And I see that Papa Totem. I have a feeling we're going to accidentally pop one whether we want to or not. Trying to land again. So unless you had something specific you wanted to do in the way of, in the way of totem popping, I think we will just land poorly. There we go. All right. Actually, there's a book, and I'm sure that I should have read that. Let's see. You're not responsible for what happens to you. Diamond Entertainment Adventure Division. Oh, oh my gosh. It is another raid. Hi, welcome. I never actually put the shout out for Dadcraft either. So we're doing shout out for Dadcraft. If anybody doesn't know him that was already here in chat, he is one of my server mates. He is the creator of the thing I'm about to write here and many other cool things on the server. And then this is a new name to me. I've never seen JK Ski before. Well, I may have, but I know I've not been raided by you before. So welcome on in. All right, let us. Woohoo! Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think it is hard to die doing this. Let's Let's sleep real quick and then we'll do the second launch off of it. Oh, that was fun. I'm so glad player launcher's working. I may use a player launcher to get out of my base, in and out of my base next season. Ow. Go do it off the tower? Maybe. I already paid for a second use of the whale though, so I'll do that first. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Okay. Let us... Come on. There we go. Managed to stand in the middle on it. There we go. Good night, Alice's mom. And there's that totem pop we promised. Oh, goodness. Okay, that is a lot of fun. I'm looking at that going like, well, I was going to have an elaborate riptide system, and maybe I still will, but maybe I'll have to make a TNT launcher to get out of my base. Oh yeah, definitely super expensive, but I mean, honestly, I'm going to be living underground anyway. My dolphins are gone. My dolphins are gone. Number one, why are my dolphins gone? They've been managing to work for a while here. And number two, I just realized I have to spend stream weekend trying to get stuff into the exhibits, don't I? Like that is the only responsible way to spend stream weekend. They probably did escape because I have found the other ones in there. All right, let's go ahead and grab, we're gonna grab out some coral and create cuteness. Time to create some cuteness. Time to take off my elytra though, because I don't want to do this dumb half fly thing constantly. Really obnoxious. Llamas. Trying to remember what kinds of like shapes these grow in the actual. Oh, that's right. We need the like bit of dead coral behind it too. That's not what I was trying to grab at all. Llamas, 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 llamas. I'm sure this stuff will wind up looking better once I've actually got the other stuff on it too. I do just remember that. I wish I remembered what they all look like further out in the wild. Oh, and you can put some kelp in here too. That would make a lot of sense. And we'll plant those pickles that, you know, I had a redemption for 10 minutes ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Kiwi. I hope you're still here. Sorry about that. Get another. Couple blocks on some of those. How does that look from out here? I think I want something more up in this corner too. I want something more up in that corner too. Where are you heading? Enjoy. I still have my burger from earlier because I only ate my side. Knock that out and put that in its place still. Just figuring out what to do with these so that they don't look weird. I still need to figure out what I'm doing with the walls in here too. You know, maybe we'll fly back out to... Yeah, we don't even need to fly out there. We can just teleport out there. So, go in on a creative copy. Wet sponges could be cute there too. I'm doing a couple of those somewhere in there. Because I was trying to figure out whose portal something was. That's right. TP about... I want to say right around there is where the one we go to a lot is. Close to it, at least. There it is. Wow. I was only off by like 300 blocks from sheer memory. Thank you for the posture check. Okay, so I feel like maybe I want to turn one of the corners into one of the bigger reefs. Because I've said before, one of the things I like about Bedrock is the big reefs of them. So maybe we want to come out somewhere and, well, I guess we can kill coral pretty easily enough. We don't need to go anywhere for it. But we could definitely just turn one of the corners into a into a reef. And I think I also want a smaller exhibit that just like is set up to be like the inside of a reef or something. That is a weird structure. That's hilarious. But okay, the yellow one, okay, so the red ones just kind of like are mountains. Overall, most of them do weird branchy things, so. Oh, you're pretty. I wish I had one of you on the actual server. But okay, we're going to take a screenshot of that and dump it in my Discord so I can use it for a reference. I see y'all are apparently guessing NJ as a TV member. In the back room, and she is being baffled by it. Good night, Trent. Pasting for reference. Okay. So yeah, I guess we're gonna just kill some coral real quick to use for that. I think we're gonna mostly kill these two. About that much of it. Probably more than I need, but it dies fast. And we're gonna turn this corner into like a larger reefy bit sticking out. Honestly, I had this song is one of those ones that I added to my playlist purely because of the name. I was like, well, now I gotta. I do remember also that these had like some random stone mixed in. At the very least, I need sand, if not random stone too. Yeah, a couple pieces of diorite. Don't need the white glass right now. And a little bit of why do I only have fucking whatever? I don't know why I only have sandstone in these. I knew I have sand somewhere. There it is. Brain. Okay, yeah, elytra is off. Good. That's what I thought, but I have been wrong before. Also, I have no idea what the actual correct tool for coral is. I am assuming and hoping it is, blah, blah, blah. what am I using here? A pickaxe. Told y'all I was not awake yet. I think I killed more coral than I needed to for this, but whatever. It's fine. We'll sort it. It's fine. We'll sort it. So, and then we want like a couple pieces each of some of the colors up in here. Not the hot pink since we're right next to the hot pink one, but maybe some of each of the others. Oh, like this. I'm just completely covered up some of the detail that I put into this. But I think I'm much happier with this being like this than I was the way that I had it before. Yeah, definitely much happier with it like this. Okay. Just putting some pickles in for lighting. That should be good. And tying the bone meal to place. I guess there really isn't any kelp in these. Dude, I need to do an exhibit in here that is... That's the other thing that I can do here. I can do a thing against this wall that is like the kelp forest or whatever. Hello? Okay, apparently we're gonna have to collect seagrass to put in here because it won't collect any, or it won't spawn any like this. That's weird. This is really weird. It's really weird. Also great, I'm spontaneously hungry when I wasn't earlier, so that's fun. I mean in real life, not in game. I know I have shears in here somewhere. Like, I know for a fact that there are shears in one of these somewhere. I guess we are making more shears. Change it to black terracotta? Maybe. I know I definitely want to change the background in there. To be honest, I'd been thinking just dark blue something. But you can also do coal or blackstone. I have a fair amount of both of those. Coal might actually be really good for that. Yeah, I can't figure out where I dropped off those shears. So I guess we're just gonna make a new pair. Shears are just one of those things, man. They are just one of those things. I know I'm going to be wanting to redo a bunch of the stuff down here anyway, so I'm fine just stripping this place of grass and replanting. Why gas noises? Owl, what are you doing? Why? Why gas noises? Thank you for the bits, but why? Owl, you weren't here for it. The dolphins are missing. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm not gonna do that one for the same reason I will never be one of the people with the gunshot thing. And that is just like my anxiety doesn't play with my anxiety does not play well with the sound of knocking on doors or flipping on light switches at all. Either one. So, y'all will have to just deal with the fact that neither one of those is ever going to be in here. No cantina because I ain't getting copyrighted by Disney. Nuh-uh. No way. Not dealing. Oh, thank you. What flavor is it?
Wild strawberry lemonade. I took a drink, obviously. Not sure if I like that. Like, I don't dislike it, but... Oh. Ooh, actually, we can hide more pickles back here for lighting's sake. But yeah, no. The gas it is a fair assessment on things. That is fine. I'll allow it.
I have not. I've not heard that. It does sound pretty good though. That can just go on the ground there because I don't really care if it despawns or anything. Get our one fire coral out of there too. I just heard an actual llama in the game, and that was incredibly baffling for a second. Just the most. I'm not used to hearing the actual corals. Oh. Yes, you kind of have desensitized me to llama sounds. I'm just like, oh, okay. It llama. It llama noises. It llama noises. I have no, like, I've never actually tried to take melatonin, so I don't know if that's too much or too little or what, but I hope it works regardless. We want the fans. We want the fans. Meh, we can put more of the... Especially on the back sides of these. Nobody's going to be seeing the back sides anyway. Okay, so if that knocks Tiny Owl out on her butt, then I wish I had more of the blue ones, but oh, I tried hitting the coral itself with bone meal. That only works in the right kind of ocean, sadly. Oh, it's just so dark in there. I think I need to replace the entire ceiling of that area with lights. But I guess it wouldn't be that weird to the floor there. Oh, right. That's the whole reason I brought the glowstone over, was under the thought that the glowstone would be good for that. Okay, still going to probably replace the whole ceiling there with that, but I'll mix a couple glowstones in. I'm also going to take a couple more of these down. Okay, bye, Muffin. Oh, that's why I heard llamas. Bye, Muffin. Take care. See you at Purely Cam. Mini ender chests. Tempting, but no. But yeah, I figured on hiding a couple things like that. I'd forgotten. Not a good way to hide any here though, but guess we can just do that number. Got a blue fan out of that one. I do appreciate the blue fans, so. I do have it under slabs in some parts around here. So I don't know. I do not know. But I can probably also get away with a glowstone here. So that works there, that one works there. And put another patch of pickles there. I think I want to put a bubble coral on top there, but yeah, no, see, whoops. Just bone mealing is doing nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. We will figure it out. And why, thank you, Logan. But I will say it is Well, I appreciate the compliment. It's usually not appropriate to just like walk in and start saying things to people, even when it is a compliment. Like saying things about their appearance, I mean. So, while I appreciate it, just as a warning. One of those on that too. Yeah. I like the look of that. Our main problem was mostly the yellow, so let's see how that... Hello? It's like I was stuck on the door. Yeah, we just need something to bring some light to the front of there. I'm not sure what. I guess I could do one more protrusion of the yellow and just have stuff on top of it, but like have pickles on top of it. Oh no, don't be mean. Don't be mean. No, that's fair. That's fair. We can try that. See, I already have that on top of two of these. So let's, and I just already messed up the have, so I will restart that. I think that's going to work. No, see, I don't like the protrusion there. Like, it is accurate to how these ones grow, but it's just not doing what I want it to do. I need a light source in some form there. Rude, Al, rude. But I'm fairly sure I can do it, so. Okay, we're just gonna replace this whole ceiling with sea lanterns. Because why not? And we also need to figure out something to replace the back wall with. Hey, Bron! How you doing? It cracks me up every time you say Brawny, because I just think of, you know, like the paper towels or whatever. I don't have ender pearls on me. Mark. I'm an idiot who doesn't have ender pearls on her. But no, we can work with that. You made me restart my have though. Let's put an actual timer in front of me now. Come on, let me. Like I warned, I'm really chill today. Also, I have... Okay. Timer. Start. 5 minutes on not being able to say that. Usually having the timer... Dang it. Well, no. That was the ing version. That's not going to count. So there. We got the timer, and that usually helps. Oh. Hang on. And in the meantime, I forgot the action ban that Mark gave us. Oh, we're gonna have to go get an impulse to get up there. You stay over there. Cool, it just jumped in the pool. There are so many mobs that have just jumped into that over there. And that was a restart because I didn't even think about that use of the word have. Oh, there's our other shears. I told you. Told you there was some. Okay, timer restarting again. And I'm mentally not counting any time that we're up here against Mark's timer. Oh, we just don't have any ender pearls on us. That's a restart. But we don't. So back to the base to get some.
Ready, set, go.
Why do I not? It is the first time in ages I can remember there not being any in my ender chest. Supposed to be a whole shulker in there. I don't know what Helium's eating, but it smells good but weird. Hey! Posture check! A name we Name that hasn't been around here in a while. Apparently it was restart. Apparently it was restart time. We haven't played, not counting that. Not counting that, because that was the conjunction. We haven't played this in a while. Might as well. No, we'll restart. How about this? We'll restart when we get back into TB, because then we'll restart the timer for both the have word ban and Mark's thing. How's that sound? Oh, there's a ton of milk buckets still around. There's definitely a ton of them around. But no, that's not going to be the way to wake me up. Oh no. Not many of them have been used. We'll eat my remaining chicken bite while we're waiting though.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
The music may be too down tempo. Yeah, at some point I'm going to come up with another channel thing, but I really want to make up for for we've had Moth and I haven't gotten to do ours yet. Thank you for the follow, Nitro. No, no one wants to fight me, and also I've had the fight turned off lately. Hi, I'm only popped into to Hive for a split second while I wait for my server to restart. Like it's doing its daily restart, so I'm over in here. Thanks for asking politely, though. I appreciate that. A lot of times when people try to pop in and ask about it, they're just like, play now! Oh my god. We'll find something. I just don't know. I mean, but what would y'all even want for another channel goal? Or what would you want for additional, oh, Nitro, my server is it is a SMP, just a general vanilla multiplayer content creator server. There's, sorry, we just got a couple new members, so I can't count anymore. I want to say there's 16. I don't know. It's somewhere in the 15-ish neighborhood of us that all do YouTube and stuff. Oh, you already beat me to it, Al. I got the Steam Deck buttons working. But yeah, I mean, we could do, trying to think of some good ideas for channel point stuff. So the SMP is a content creator only. Like we recruit periodically, from people who do YouTube stuff. That said, like, I've got a Patreon server. I know that there are that a few other members of it do too, or have community ones. That was anticlimactic. But, like, so if you're looking for a place to play, there are definitely places in this community. Including, like, some of the members' fans have their own free community servers also. Like, it's if you're looking for a community to join and then maybe join a server from there later, it's a good community to come hop in. But if you're just looking for some place to hop in today, then it's probably not the best of places. It's not a sub minimum or anything, because we've had people with as few as 1,000, or as few as 100, and as many as like 80k join. It's about people that are we're story based primarily, so people have to be able to act and be able to, you know, show that they're going to be able to participate in group projects. Yeah. Things like that. It's definitely far more about the quality than the quantity. All of us have been fairly small streamers fairly recently that are on here. So, what was I... Did I put that back in the ender chest already? I did. I could have sworn that I already was on back over at the aquarium. I guess I'm just imagining things. But yeah, no. It's definitely much more about the quality. Like I said, most of us were fairly small fairly recently. I'm still pretty small myself. I've only got about 2,700 on YouTube right now, but I'm also the one who designed this highway, which apparently is my claim to fame, is the highway design. Now I have lights. I was there to get ender pearls, but I don't remember what I was on like that end of the section for. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. We want a group that works really well together. I mean, it was probably like a minute rollback because of the restart, but I was not paying attention to the fact that we were restarting. But that's just how these things are. All right. Yep, timer's at the ready. Oh, let's see if I can actually do the word ban this time. Alright. Sea lanterns. wings back off since they have been causing so many problems, and that's already a restart on the... Oh, word bands, man. Okay, but seriously, channel point ideas. Since all y'all sitting on that many, what do you want? Like, what are some ideas for big things or little things? Either goals or just redemptions. Like, would you guys want like a 20k add someone to blame thing or something like that? See, I've been reluctant to do something like that because technically that's the reward for my patrons. That said, if it is something people are genuinely interested in, that's a good one. Well, like my trident hasn't been named yet, and a few other things around. I did die at some point, so I thought more things still need renamed, but I forgot that I did recover most of them. Oh! Yeah, I'm supposed to do the patron zoo still. It just never happened. There's still time to. Could do a 2K name a fish, since I've got all the fish. Little owl. It's such a brat. A lot for a prank. What did I, oh, more sea lanterns. That's what I was... Well, but I only have a limited number of fish. So that one would only last until I run through all the fish. And fish, I think... Dang it, I only had a minute left. I think fish get named by renaming the bucket. Like, let's test that, and if that works, then we can do a... like, limit one per person per stream naming fish. They don't. They do on Java, so that's gonna bother me so much. We'll try just in case, but... See, I'd want to charge more than that for feeding Donut because that's a long trek back. It's a very long trek back. But yeah, I mean, you know, doing add a command or add someone to blame things would make sense. So I don't want to do like camera flips and stuff. Already so many people doing those. Hey, Stringy Straw, welcome in. Immediately manages to swim away still. Hi. No. So that does not work. You are correct. It doesn't work on Bedrock. That said, I mean, let's see how much name tags are. Somebody's got to be selling them. Now Joe does the camera growing thing. There's just a lot of people who do camera flips and stuff like that. You know, 2 or 3 other TB members do. I hadn't even actually hit start on the timer, so I don't know if that even counts for that. Thomas has dinner bone mode, stuff like that. I don't really want to do camera ones, especially because, like, some days I just don't feel like, you know, putting the camera up. True. True. Thank you for reminding me, Mark. Yeah, there's no room for Sheva to be back here. If there was, I'd look at a doggo cam. But there's only a very limited amount of space that she could be in. Apparently I have a lot more carrots in here than I thought. And a lot more quartz. And I'm taking a milk bucket at this stage. I can't. Oh, we didn't get a new totem out. That'd be smart to have. Woo! But yeah, there's still definitely quite a few shulker boxes to name. I'm sure there's more stuff that y'all want to peer pressure me into. Yeah. God, Foxy streams have been an adventure. Lately, they really have. Okay, so it's gonna take a lot of emeralds still, but I only have like 2 shulkers of fish. So I owe Wither fights still too. Like I have the head sitting in my ender chest still as a reminder of the fact that I owe Wither fights from the big stream still. Oh. Not anymore. It's not made it in my episode yet, but Rogue got me plenty of Wither roses. Plenty. Well, stream weekend this weekend is prank one day and getting squid put into the tank on the other day. Squid! Yeah, that's almost a stack of name tags. That's enough to do both. Let's do a little bit more so that we've got enough for the I'm just now realizing that I could have done additional trade with the same ones. So there's one or two up here that we're doing 9. Yeah. Might as well come back up to them real quick. I think only the one. To do the next stream subject? Maybe. It's a large part of why I haven't had any new redemptions is just I'm fine with the fact that some of them I don't mind doing stuff that other people have done, but they had to be stuff that does fit my personality style. Gotcha. Yeah, could do that. Could do 100k points to just kill Zoy's Ghast so that I can carpet over stuff down there and not still have Ghast spawning. I mean, he'll figure out how to kill himself pretty quickly regardless, so he doesn't need my help on that. We go squid hunting real quick. Exactly. I would do that for a corn chip. Squid! There one is. Yeah, okay. We found squid to kill. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I guess doing a 10k once per stream thing for what we're doing next stream might be an interesting one. Oh, two of them? Okay. The only time I have ever killed Sloy on actual TB has been while, like when he was stealing stuff from me during season 1. I killed him a few times for that. On the other hand, Valhalsia, I killed him probably 7 or 8 times. But he dies enough on his own. He dies enough on his own. What? Hello? Hello? A skin swap I wouldn't mind as one of the ones that I do. I need help getting my skin thing to actually work. So that we can actually... you guys can look through my skins easily. But like, skin swap is a perfect example of one that I'm fine with doing, even though everybody does it. Oh, there we go. All the squid. Squid! Okay. I'm satisfied. Hey, how's it going, Darshan? Welcome, welcome. It would, but I refuse to have text-to-speech because every time I've seen a woman turn on text-to-speech, immediately somebody starts being skeevy with it. Yes, there are llamas. Llamas. Yeah, so text-to-speech will never be on my channel, or if I do put it on there, it's going to be something outrageous, like needing to be 1,000 bits or something like that. I'd be fine adding like silence time someone out thing or something. Those would be fun. I do think I'm going to add the name of fish thing since I got all these name tags now. Trying to think what else. It's outrageous to a lot of people, Mark. It would be outrageous to me. I used up my budget for throwing things at people during streams, during Wraith's stream yesterday. Oh yeah, it's a very pretty combination and I love it. I'm trying to see if there's a place I could sneak a door in back here. And I think right here is where I could sneak one in. Because I want an access port for this area. But I don't want it to be creepy. I don't want it to be weird like the other one. Turd bar is teddy bar. I mean, definitely could do some kind of fill up my bar thing. And like, while I don't want to name things after people in the game, because that's supposed to be the thing for the patrons, I would not be opposed to signs or banners or something. I know I had doors. No, I had more doors. There. Also got to figure out what I am doing for the back wall, and I think coal is going to be the answer. Coal or obsidian? How's a wall of obsidian look behind? Why is there still stuff spawning down here? Mini block pile? That actually sounds like it'd be a fun idea. We're just doing a bunch of obsidian for a split second for me to judge how that looks from the outside. I actually think that might be... Okay, obsidian or coal or something else I'm not thinking of for the back walls of the giant aquarium down there. Hey, B-Munch! But no, I actually genuinely like the mini block pile idea. Okay. So I'm going to F11, and actually I am going to, while I'm thinking about it. Is that the one? Yes, that is the one. We're doing that so that it stays looking full screen. So first of all, while I do this, let's see, Aquarium, wall, obsidian, blackstone. You can tell I'm typing C's. All right, starting the poll. And then, while that runs, we're going to figure out some new rewards. Okay. Sure, we'll leave it pink. I kind of like that. Cooldowns and limits. 1 per user. Per stream, and okay, if you need to go sleep, Mark, go sleep. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. There was one that somebody just said that I really liked the idea of. What did somebody just say? Oh, the mini block pile. And those need, those can be renamed in the thing and then put down. So we are going to have to pick a location for the mini block file. Yeah, we're going to have to pick a location for the mini block pile if I'm going to do that. Blackstone? Okay, we'll do Blackstone for it. I mean, obviously we can just have a treasure pile just laying somewhere out in the middle of the mesa. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was just thinking that I might tell him that I'm going to add that to his. Hey. Nah, I'll pick a spot nearby there. I'll pick a spot nearby there. We'll find some place for it. We'll put it like on the mesa up behind the I want to put it right behind the villager thing because I want it to be oh. Ooh. I'd wanted to do a go bury some treasure type thing. Like that's genuinely something I'd wanted to go do. Like with lodestones. And then Dad crafted the scavenger hunt thing and I kind of like dropped back away from that. Kind of, but likes the whole server. You know what? Yeah. Can we not? Sorry, my phone decided it was going to fall on my F11 key. I just realized, am I safe wherever the heck I am? Okay, I am. Sorry. Um, Brawnfish. Okay. I mean, you guys will meet that no problem. That's just basically an excuse to use up some points. What else? What else?
We're just doing this to be silly. We'll do one of those per stream. Owls are not edible. Let's see. Well, I guess if we think of anything else. But we'll end today's stream by finding figuring out a mini block, a place to put the mini block. That's fair. That is completely fair. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, we'll think about it. We will think about it. In the meantime, we're going to go do the hide and seek, and then we will name the fish when we get back in. I won by virtue of being the only one that actually voted. Oh, hey, I'm the seeker. Nice. I guess we gotta do it. Like, we'll do a feed donut command. We'll do a feed donut command. That's fine. I fell. By Lee gets to kill things, we mean Lee gets to bully small children. So that's pretty much what this winds up amounting to. Let's see. Boo, that's a bad one. Bad one, Zug. I think people left when they became seekers again. Yeah, because it's still saying there's only 2 seekers. Yep, people are just logging out as soon as they realize that they're a seeker. I can't believe that Twitch is trying to censor that. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness. I've not been paying enough attention to the side thingy, so I don't know what's left. Oh. Okay, good. They're gonna cut them off. Well, so 2 crafting tables, 2 anvils. That leaf that was running away from me there. Where were the anvils behind it? And one bookcase. Yeah. They win because I don't know where the anvil is. Oh, well. Most blocks killed, 4. Alright, back into the game. Go name ourselves some fish and do the back wall in there. And then, after we do the back wall, and then we will go try to figure out a place to put the mini blocks. But yeah, we'll indulge Mark. We'll put a feed donut command, but it'll be like 20k for it. Alright, there's no way I'm out of Blackstone. No, I'm not. Maybe not as much as I'd like to have of it, but... Well, he's not my horse, so I'm sneaking into town to feed him. Oh no, no! I broke some of the grass. Oh. Broke some of the grass, guys. Sure, Bron. Sure. I don't even think I'll have to put that one on timer. Yeah, he does eat golden apples. Also, that's the thing. I can be a brat and just, like, let them actually breed. So when Tiz comes back, he's just like, why? Why are there more? And I think that would be the hilarious part here, and is why I was like, you know what, sure. Really? One short. One short. Exactly. Okay, let's see how that looks once my night vision's worn out. Oh, we can put a thing down here. Yeah, I think that. What do you guys think? Do you think that turned out good? Because part of me likes it and part of me feels like the coral is blending into it too much texture-wise. Posture check. I mean, it definitely needs the animals regardless, but if I stack up the half slabs, do they texture correctly? I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, they do. Okay. Okay, so I said what I wanted to do. Was do an access door right here. Replace the one that's on the glass right now. We'll get this going in a proper way later, but like I wanted to have like a proper access route later, but for the moment this is fine. For the moment, this is fine. Because it means I can seal back off the thing. Good night, JT. Take care. Okay. Set those there so that I've got them for easy access later. I do still have cyan glass on me, so... Alright, let's go and get the name tags made and go, So, what box did I put things in? That one, okay. We're sorting things slowly but surely. So I need 2 of you, and I need another random fish out of here. So we have brawnfish, and we have owls. Oh, there's 3. I missed dragon's one. Not edible. I missed the dragonid one. Dragonfish. So we need to get another fish out. Okay. What? Oh. Alright, so we have dragonfish. We have brawnfish, and we have owls are not edible. And the fun thing is that they're kind of Easter eggs, given that, you know, they're kind of Easter colored. I'm a force. Like, before we get the world download done, I am going to make sure there's at least one oxalotl somewhere in this. No worries. There you go. So we got our first couple fish in there. Yeah, I think I may create a booth that like splashes you with night vision before you go in there. Like, pay a diamond to get night vision before you go in there or in here to help see further. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking is a vending machine. And no, Zug, I don't, but if you want to use points on that, we can put Magikarp in there. I'll even pick a red one for you. There's already stuff spawned around there, so. So those point redemptions will only last until we're out of those. Like until we're done out of fish. No, that's not the point redemption. Also, why is name something even on? That one's not supposed to be on. But I'll yeah, we'll refund your rejecting and refunding that one. Guppy Goldberg is a good one. That's a really good one. I like that. Is there anything else that should be off? Well, that one can be on, and just make sure that one's paused. Okay, that should be fine. Alright. Sorry, I was very confused. What? Okay. And also, yes, I will be trying to get a drowned into one of the exhibits for the fun of it, I think. Hey Lee, how's it going? Alright. So... Guppy Goldberg. A pretty good one. Screenshot what? Oh, the I mean, that happens. No, this is supposed to be able to happen. If a captain drops their banner and another mob manages to pick it up before any humans do, then they'll wind up putting the banner on. It works that way on Java too. Ah, okay. Hello, Living Carrot. Welcome, welcome. Guppy Goldberg. Love it. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the way the walls turned out well enough that I want to do the side walls with it too. So let's go and pick out a location for the mini block pile. You only get one per stream, Zuggy. But I'm sure if you've got a good enough one, somebody else in chat might be willing to use their points. Joel Chester, nice. I don't get the joke, but it feels like a nice chickeny name. I swim shady. You just gotta make sure you show up to stream, Zuggy. We'll get you those. See, I don't want to actually put them in his treasure chest because that's his treasure chest. So we need to put it someplace else. But I want it to be someplace like where it's going to actually hold value by being visible. I do have one clownfish in there somewhere. Maybe, but the problem is that I don't know exactly where it would fit in right now. Granted, if we're not naming them or anything, I don't mind having to move them. But if we're going to name them, then that's going to be a problem. I sort of want to do this beach and have Slay build me a ship crash right here. Like on some shore of this. Would I be able to pay you to build? He needs the diamonds, so... Yeah, I think that's a good spot to put it, and that would mean that I can go ahead and do name tags on the, like, I can go ahead and name them too. Not that it'll be easy to, like, see who the names before too long, but... Let's make a couple anvils to take over there then. Oh look, more name tags. Oh wait, I'm about to run out of rockets, so we need to make some more real quick. Gee, I wonder why I'm running out of rockets so fast lately. But yeah, no, I think that's a good spot for it. And we can put a me. Oh, right. We need to fly over there still. We can set up a me armor stand next to it. I know. I know. I made my own grave on that one. Okay. I think, though, we have been at it for a while here. It's not that long. It feels like longer than it's been. But let's go see who we can raid. I'm assuming... okay. Yeah, we're gonna go see my other son. We're gonna... Oh, I guess Minecraft decided to crash, so that's fun. Minecraft decided to crash, so that's fun, but... We're gonna go see my other son because he's actually been playing Minecraft again recently. He does curse, so be warned on that. But yeah, I'll see you guys over there. I'm gonna go eat my food. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad we got some progress done on the aquarium. I think that, if I do a couple more of these streams this week, I might be able to have it, like, ready for people to go explore on stream weekend. Might be cool. Oh, but yeah, thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Toodles!